Hey there guys, today I'm talking about why Stoicism is a cheat code for men's development. Let's get it.
I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumit Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach that helps you feel better and perform better. At Primal Sutra, which is my other business, we have decided to take on the problem of unprocessed traumas in people, okay? Specifically men, but we're also looking at women who are interested in this process, because Stoicism is something that we need right now, okay? As leaders, as men, as trendsetters, as trailblazers, as leaders, we need Stoicism. Stoicism was invented at a time when the world was falling apart. The Stoic does not repress their emotions. They're indifferent to them because they have this system of internal happiness. No matter if there's triumph or no matter if there's disaster, I will still choose to remain content internally, as within, so without. You know, everything's connected. Our world is in chaos right now. It's mass confusion, okay? So many people saying too many things at once, comments and information just, overriding each other, right? Meme culture taking over, right? This occult meme culture that is, slowly surfacing its head, because that is the cry of the public. That is the cry of the collective unconscious. You see what I'm saying? The memes show us the way. That's why I love posting memes, but also it's a reflection of our modern culture, of the hive mind that we live in. I think Stoicism was one of the first Western philosophies that really spoke about universal brotherhood. And I think that that's so valued, okay? Any man can resonate with this idea of Stoicism because it's almost an embodiment of the ideas around strong masculinity and what it represents and how protective and caring and resilient a man can be if they practice Stoicism, especially having a Stoic mindset. Remember that who you call a slave sprang from the same stock. This interconnectedness, this understanding, the spiritual context of this philosophy is very empowering. So Stoicism actually dominated Roman culture for centuries. And Christianity became mainstream in the same culture. So if you're already Christian, you're not far off by some of the ideas of Stoicism, okay? Because it does believe in this brotherhood under God. It's also the unofficial philosophy for the people who join the military. So you understand that these people are protecting the country, right? That's a big role. It reminds you of the importance of value and virtue. This is something that we're missing, okay? Are you living with principles, a moral code, or are you just kind of going about, aimlessly wandering around in life, okay? That's not attractive as a man, okay? You got to know this. You got to know this. As a man, you got to be very certain about where you're going. You can't keep second guessing yourself over and over again. It's time to take the reins. If you've been steering the wrong way your entire life, Stoic philosophy will steer you in the right way. Hands down. The mindset is, I reign over myself. I conquer myself. I remain pure. I don't have any fear of persecution. I'm going to speak my truth because I know my truth is connected to my virtue. My inner palace is within my dominion and control. There's no one who can make me feel something. Oftentimes, Stoicism gives us this reality check because we as men of this generation, we live in fantasy. We live in our own minds quite a lot, intellectualizing things, rationalizing, getting into arguments with people, anger, frustration, sadness. These things, you got to know how to regulate these emotions. So the Stoic indifference that you need for that unreactivity, for that strong willpower and that focus, that grit, that logic, that objectivity, okay? The divine masculine is really what we're tackling. I discern two pieces of information. I only let in things into my mind that enliven me, that fill me with light. Not that I ignore the negative, because I can still take that. I'm indifferent to both, but I have a preference, and I understand that. I cultivate control. I cultivate a sound mind and a sound body. I don't focus on the past or the future. I focus on what is here and now. This has this kind of Gestalt inspiration as well, if you know of Gestalt therapy. Okay, it's about being in the presence, in the pocket, being in the zone. Ataraxia, a calm state of mind in Stoicism, equivalent to the flow state. I master each moment. I master each millisecond. That is the mindset of the Stoic. Mastery, mastery, mastery. That's it. And mastery never ends. You're not like, I'm a master now, I'm done. Having strong principles doesn't make you a rigid person. Remember this. Because this is where a lot of men fall short. They think of Stoicism, they think of they have to repress themselves, they have to hold themselves back, they have to be more masculine, they have to stand more upright, they have to do all of these things. It's a beingness, my friend. It's a mindset that takes over, which is you cultivating this readiness, the self-control, the self-mastery. It's a lucid awareness and detachment from all these external things, right? I sleep on the floor. I take cold showers. Okay? I'm on semen retention. I'm doing all of these things because that is what is going to fill my cup fully. And as I keep progressing, as I keep speaking my truth from the most core depths of my beingness, it's gonna hit someone. Because they wish that they could express themselves with this kind of vivacity and presence and charisma, but they can't. I couldn't do this in the past. You see? I'd be afraid to say shit or fuck or something like this on camera, afraid what my parents would think. That was me years ago. Okay? Now I don't give a shit. Here, expressing my truth authentically. If you don't like it, if you find that, oh, this is too harsh, or oh, this is too mellow for me, then it's not right for you. Okay, this channel isn't right. But if you're in the zone, if you're tapped in, if your mind works like mine, right, and you can piece things together and work fast and get that motivation to not give up and not be a quitter every time that you get met with resistance. Okay, we've become too soft as men in this culture. You've got to be a spiritual man without sacrificing your backbone or your balls. You got to be a man of spirit without sacrificing your manhood. Too many times I see very smart, intellectual, good-looking men fall victim to the chaos of the dark feminine. Okay? And we all have a dark feminine within us, even men. We have that version of ourselves that's nagging in our own minds like, nah, we'll never be able to make it. We have that, right? You have the light masculine within you as a woman as well, watching this. You got to cultivate different aspects of that. You see, what's unique about Primal Sutra and this process is that we focus on the priest beast. The priest is the aspect of you that is sacred, that is light masculine, that is holding unconditional space for the feminine to evolve, or for another human to evolve. That is you being the healer, being the guide, being the shaman, being the pleasure alchemist, moving forward in life. But then you also have this beast that you've been keeping in a cage inside of you, and you only let that beast out in certain moments and certain times. But that beast has been diluted. He's been fed a bunch of different drugs. It's been intoxicated. That beast has been oversaturated. It has piles of conditioning on top of it, keeping that beast stuck. So you have to let your priest befriend your beast. Your light and shadows have got to be integrated. This is Primal Sutra. This is why you need this technology. This technology has saved us years of spiritual development work. Okay? And I don't say this lightly. Emanate that through your beingness. Be courageous, be bold. Take calculated risks. You're noble. Thoughts are lofty, righteous. Okay? It's on a pathway to God. And I truly believe that, women, you can practice Stoicism as well. However, I would highly recommend to synergize more of your feminine energy to attract the man, to be the divine feminine goddess, to be the one who walks into the room and everybody notices. You want to be that girl? You want to be that woman? You got to work on letting go. An aspect of Stoicism. Letting go. Okay? Letting go of all the things that aren't serving you. Letting them go. There was a full moon yesterday night. I let go of a lot of things. Okay? Now today I'm freer in my expression. I'm freer. I'm just freer. Now this is what this is about. It's about setting boundaries. It's about being the most optimal version of you. And when you can feel this invincibility, like nothing can add or subtract my happiness, right? It's just this reservoir, this fuel source that just keeps going because I'm growing all the time. Free yourself from distractions. Okay? Free yourself from distractions and understand that Stoicism is not a fixed mindset. Remember, Stoicism is not having a fixed mindset, like, no, I'm being stubborn, this is only mine, I protect all my... No, a Stoic is free to give it up. They're free to let it go. They're not attached to these earthly, things like, oh, I need the latest Gucci bag. They're not caught up with those things. They're not in the pettiness of life, right? Of all these little things that you have to do. Now, as a Stoic, I would still like to embrace luxury and still be rich, but I'm not attached to it, right? I can wear whatever jacket I want, right? Armani or something like that. But I'm living the thrill of the moment. I'm not being drowned by it. There's a difference. You see, a lot of people are caught up so much in that reality that they take it for granted, and they don't understand that this same thing could feed an entire, school of kids in a third world country. And when you put that into context, then you start to realize that being a Stoic is the way to go. Being a Stoic is going to save the day. Not only the day, but your life and other people's lives around you. So as a man, incorporate Stoicism. Start with the basics. Epictetus, okay? Seneca, Marcus Aurelius. These are names you need to know. Start reading them. Start looking them up. Look up the quotes. Have a daily Stoic reminder on your phone. Listen to Stoic affirmations. Get your mindset in this frequency, because only then will you start to recognize how much of a cheat code it is to your own masculinity. Thank you for watching. Have an incredible day. If you have any questions, shoot me a message. If you want to coach with me one-on-one, you know where to find me. Let's go. Upward Spiral Gang.